All right, we are back, and I believe everyone is done unless there's something last minute that someone wants to do in this cave. We'll get back to the sphere chart. Everyone good?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So you'll probably want to zoom in a bit here, and then I'll get you guys to the spot.
Oh, there we are.
That's not the right one. There we go.
Let us do whatever the hell we're doing.
Well, we're going to go off for a day to search, and then we're going to go back and pick up a porcupine ship.
All right. Well, first you're going to go stop by the rock hoppers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
All right. So you get back aboard. You fly around to the other side of the asteroid. The asteroid is fairly oblong, but you see now that where last time you came here, there was flat rocky surface. There's now a cave, a fairly large cave, but it's wider than it is tall. And you can see as you fly above it that there's kind of a lip, and it's filled with water. At that basically exact moment, the Thresher surfaces out of that and flies out of the cave and starts following you.
Cool.
All right, you head over to where you left the rock hoppers, and just gonna say that you guys inform them of everything that happened. That the cavern is now accessible. The water. Warn them of the marrow. And you want to ask them anything or request them to do anything in particular?
I don't.
Just the only thing I can think of is if they watch out for the marrow. If you can take care of them, you can. They can use the water if they want to.
We should tell them that we're thinking of coming back this way sometime, but we intend to share the water with them. And if we do come back this way, we'll look out for them on one of these asteroids and see if they need any help.
Okay. The
We
leader.
do plan on might be planning on making that a base of operations for ourselves too.
Yeah, but we can share the water with the rock hoppers, can't we?
Yes, we can.
The leader of the rockhoppers nods and says, "Oh, we really thank you. It's wonderful to have access to that water again. It tends to be a long trip to find ice asteroids when we need to refill our supplies. We'll definitely keep an eye out for these creatures that you mentioned and try to kill them if we can." And
Excellent.
he turns back to his fellows and starts speaking in his own language. And there's a bit of a cheer, and then everyone starts, packing up their stuff onto their skiffs.
Okay. One thing I would say to the rock hoppers before we head off, if we do swing back this way, is there anything you'd like us to bring you?
Oh, no, we make do just fine. We occasionally meet up with merchants who travel through the area and purchase things as we need them.
Very well. Until next time, then.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, so with the Thresher in tow, I'm gonna move you up to this one. I'm just gonna say that that's where the expected course of the Sora Calhane ship went. Okay, and it's relatively uneventful. You spend quite a bit of time looking around, traveling along the path that the Sora Calhane ship took. And you do eventually find it, the remains. It was a galleon. It looks like it was split right down the middle, essentially, possibly from a broadside ramming attack.
Or then going straight to the keel.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. There are some pretty large chunks, if you want to, essentially, like, pull up alongside, get out, and take a look around.
Yeah, let's pull up alongside. Ahoy there! Do we know the name of it?
You do? I don't remember what I said it was, though.
That's fine. Just
Our immersion.
The pieces do not constitute a single air envelope. The pieces are scattered fairly widely, so it's not like you can pull up and yell out no ahoy and get them all.
Well, no, I just thought if there's anyone there that they'll come over and we say ahoy, whatever the name is. We've come from House Calhoun to try and rescue you. Is there anyone there?
There is no movement.
it's just
Any sign of,
let's look for scavenge, and there's probably no one left.
Check to see cargo. Use my spyglass. Look for a cargo that might be around, or anything salvageable.
There
There's definitely some chunks that look like they could be crates or barrels floating in the debris, and you could check the somewhat intact forward hull and rear hull, see if anything is still inside the cargo decks.
There were supposed to be bombards and firearms going to realm space. I haven't got the name though.
Bombards. Okay. Yeah, let's give it a quick look over.
Okay. Braxon, go ahead and give me a spelljamming carpentry proficiency check.
Right. Okay. That's a D20.
Yeah.
Well, let's not do that in Discord. That will be silly.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you think that the rear section is as damaged as it is, could probably be towed. The forward section, you don't think it could be. The rear section, the stern, appears to be a little bit more intact. But you also notice that on the forward section are some incrustations on the hull, and you recommend to everyone to avoid that. Avoid that part. They look like some sort of barnacles.
Is that bad?
Yeah. There's some monsters that look like barnacles.
Ooh, gotcha. All right. Hook up with some rope and start towing the what was it be, the aft?
Stern.
Stern.
Yeah. So we've basically got the stern castle.
And it looks like there are at least 2 bombards in the cargo of the stern. There's some other materials as well.
Oh my
Any
God.
bodies?
There are bodies everywhere, yeah.
Ugh.
Various stages of decomposition.
Not actually that much, because the air...
I'd say we take. Well, sorry.
No,
Let's take
there's
back
no-
all the bodies.
No. Maybe like one important one, in case they want you to speak with the dead to clarify their story. That's all.
Well, let's take them all back. They can give them a burial at Brow, and if there's anyone there who wants to have them brought back from the dead, that's their choice.
Is that going to foul our air?
What's the etiquette on
Yeah.
this? Old.
That's...
The etiquette on this is to leave them where they lie.
Yeah.
I suggest that.
They've been buried at sea, essentially.
All right, we leave them.
Well, they're there. We tow it. They're still there. We've left them.
Ha ha ha, very funny.
Anything of value?
There's things of value, but I mean, these are.
Flotsam.
Yeah, I mean, the stern has the captain's cabin. There's personal
Might be a
possessions
diary.
of the captain. There's a logbook, stuff like that. You can basically just give that.
Take the stern and be done.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
last entry in the logbook say?
Is there one?
The last entry reports the sighting of a great Scavver coming at them.
Okay.
Anything before that? Vaguely.
Just the
Usual
routine,
stuff, or-
yeah, the usual routine travel entries. Nothing that strikes you as being unusual.
Higgimus is a good player character, isn't he? Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Just go. Let's take the rear part and go. I don't know how we're gonna take
Yeah.
the porcupine now, but
We have
We
another
got two
ship to pull.
ships.
There's no easy way to have the Thresher tow anything. It doesn't have any
Okay.
attachment points, and it needs the tails and the fins for maneuvering.
We didn't really want the goblin ship anyway. We just wanted to pick up the rest of the stuff that was in there that was valuable.
Yeah.
Right?
You can
we already
try-
took the helm out of that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you can just
Well,
take
we
it back for scrap, but you can also come back for it later. It's
Okay.
not it would be a day and a half total trip.
All right.
You're also able to collect some additional materials. Loose cargo that was floating about doesn't take too long.
Lafdul, can you assess the value of that ship?
No.
Appraisal.
I'd
doesn't
have
work
to have
on-
I'd have to have spell jamming, carpentry, and everything to get a rough idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appraisal only works on gems, jewelry, precious metals, that sort of thing. You can't just appraise literally anything you come across.
Okay.
Let's just give the whole lot back to House Calhane and see what sort of reward we get.
And tell them where the others can be found.
If they, we just mark the coordinates.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell them where you found it. It's not going to be all that great because Higgimus is still kind of a neophyte at navigating, but it might be good enough.
Well,
You just confirm it with the other ship.
yeah, the Brilliant Navigator's on the other ship.
That's a fair
So-
point. All right, yeah, all right. So you're able to give him a pretty precise position then. All right. So you're gonna head back now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
It's not every day. It's a
Okay.
low flying helicopter there. Sorry, random. Sort of relevant. We're flying in a ship, so
Oh yeah, very relevant. Yeah, totally.
I think you mean a dragonfly.
God, how many random encounters are you rolling?
You roll for each space.
Each square.
And
how many squares?
let's see. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ugh, really?
I did actually roll one. That was what the flow barnacles were on the forward hull. You just didn't have to deal with them. All right. So you were not gonna. I mean, you would not have been able to tow the porcupine at the same time, but you can always go back out and get it if you want after this.
I think we got the most valuable things out of there anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could sell it for scrap.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get it and sell it for scrap. That'll earn us some money.
Cool.
And maybe we could do something else at the same time and do that on the way back.
Braxon, could you make sure we're flying the correct flags for everything so we don't automatically get shot down when we bring this Scavver ship in?
Okay.
Yep, that's not a problem. All right, you sight Brawl with a completely uneventful trip back, much to the Dungeon Master's chagrin. And
Yay!
Poor Dungeon Master.
I know. It's so sad that I wasn't able to get you guys all killed. A small wreck boat comes out with a pilot on board to draw you in. They
Test our air and such.
Yeah. They recommend
What?
that you basically put the wreck into orbit. They'll keep they'll have people
Right.
on Brawl keep a watch on it, so that you can go
Fair enough.
report it in. The air on that wreck was fresh. They'd basically just left Brawl a few days prior and everything like that. So.
And the docking fee.
I was wondering what the docking fee on half a ship was.
That's one of the reasons why they're leaving it out there. So you're not going to have to pay that.
And that could be Calhane's problem anyway, right?
Well,
Or not
so
Calhane, but whose ship was that?
it was Calhain.
Well, until
That was House
contract's
Calhain.
complete, it's ours.
They're gonna take the cargo off of it and then just scrap the rest, basically.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they want to? Yeah. Well.
No.
Half a ship. They're not
Yeah,
gonna
the-
want
the
half
keel-
They'll
a ship.
rebuild it from scratch. There's no point.
Look, your cars get totaled when you take relatively little damage, or when it gets soaked by a storm surge. They can't rebuild the ship from that. Okay, so they do assess the docking fee for you guys. That is going to be 36 silver pieces.
Per day.
Okay.
Is that for both ships? I assume?
No, that's just that is going to be per day. No, that's just for yours.
Okay,
no, I
if somebody
suppose-
wants to write that above the gold and currency, I guess.
No, I'm taking care of it.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be 40 silver pieces for the thresher as well. Now, docking with this unusual ship creates quite a buzz down at the docks. People coming out to look at it, especially once the gnomes start pouring out. There is a certain small element of the crowd that immediately leaves when they see the gnomes coming out. The Brawlian Navigator, he comes up to you and informs you that he's going to go report in.
Mm-hmm.
And
Should we go with him?
no, he's
No, I
he's reporting into the Brawlian Navy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys should
We're
go talk
going to
Calhain.
the person who hired us.
Oh, we should go to Calhain, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
And then Braxton's probably gonna go to the shipwrighter or whatever.
One sec. Would this be the point in which I would award our crew like a bonus if I was going to do it?
No, because you'd probably want to do that with I mean, it depends on how you want to, how exactly you're going to handle it. If you're considering the fee that you're going to get from the reward you're going to get from Calhain to be part of that.
Maybe. All right.
Let's get
so right
let's
now,
get
it's
paid
not-
first and work that out afterwards.
Okay. Cool. I just want to make sure I'm not having a etiquette slip up here.
No, I mean it doesn't. As long as they're getting their pay, it doesn't matter that much when you do it.
Gotcha.
AKA, they still have like a freaking week on signed on us to like 3 weeks and a month signed on with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So you pay a visit to Calhain's office. She stands up as you are brought in, and she says, "Word has already reached me. You created quite a stir with coming back with both the stern of my ship and the unusual Scavver-shaped ship. What do you have to tell me?" Oh, by the way, you guys did meet up with the with her other ship and let them know that everything was safe and everything like that.
Yeah.
So. But
Excellent.
Well, I'll tell.
I can just give her the general rundown what we went through.
go ahead and do that.
Oh, okay. Well, we of course, with the investigation here on Brow, we found out that house. What was the house? Torlin was involved in the ship attacks. They had, of course, set up their own ship to be attacked. We went and investigated the coordinates that we found in the star charts, and from there we were able to locate a hidden base that we were able to intercept the Scavver ship before it was able to fly out and attacking your other merchant ship. Also defeating the pirates and I'm guessing relative of what was their name again? Tolan.
It wasn't a relative. It was that guy got away. That was the half orc.
I'm assuming he has some sort of relationship with him. Though,
Oh yes, he was. Wasn't he the nephew or something?
That was the half orc.
Yeah, the half orc and the human were related.
No, the pirate guy was just being employed by him.
Yeah,
the pirate guy was the captain that fled the ship that was attacked.
Yeah.
It was like
the
Drake or whatever.
We confronted the pirate, and he admitted what he did and said he had no argument with us, and he was just doing his job. So we instantly killed him because he'd admitted he did it.
Oh,
And
can
he
you believe
wouldn't-
it was the pirate? What was that pirate's name?
Drake Brovadar.
It was Drake Brovadar. Can you believe that?
Wow, I thought he was dead.
Yeah,
do
so
too.
did we.
Now he is.
He is now.
And
What we
you have to say that the people who, the gnomes who actually run the ship, they didn't know of anything. They thought they were doing something honorable, and now they're looking for work, maybe with you.
And there were a couple of Giff working for him that,
They got killed.
yeah, they tried to attack us as well.
Well, I will certainly see if I have any work for the gnomes. I don't typically employ them, but I will keep that in mind.
The one thing I would say about these gnomes is they got taken in they were quite a bit naive. They got taken in by an evil spellcaster gnome who was dealing with the pirate and keeping them in the dark. So if you don't want to employ them, if you could find someone honourable that would keep them busy, it would stop anyone from manipulating them into doing a similar thing in the future.
Well, that and also probably the Brown Navy might have something to say about all this as well.
Yes,
Well, once they have a look at the ship design, the fact that there's only one window in the damn front of the ship, and the gnomes can literally were not allowed in the front of the ship.
Oh, at some point during the trip, the Brawlian Navigator would have told you that that large seat in the captain's cabin, when sitting there, because as much as the gnomes weren't allowed in there, they were able to tell him that he just sits there. That allowed him to direct the ship, and he could see all around it. Leva, you would recognize that as pretty much the same feeling you get when you sit in a regular helm.
Oh, okay.
Except it wasn't the regular helm. It wasn't powered by the same way.
It's you have to realize if you do employ those gnomes, the ship runs on magical energy and just like a
It
furnace,
runs off of furnace.
burns magical items.
Yeah, they can just replace the spell jamming if they wanted to,
Mm.
assuming that we're giving them the ship or whatever.
Well, whatever the Navy decides to do with them.
Well, if I imagine we would have worked this out before we came to Calhain, but if the Navy decides that they don't want to keep the ship, because I imagine they would have the final say of what happens with that thing
Maybe.
and the crew.
Maybe.
Maybe. If not,
Necessary?
I don't say we just automatically give Calhain this ship. Because the way you guys are
What
sounding
makes
is
you
like,
think
oh,
that the Navy has first call?
Would you like to keep it, Higgimus?
well,
Well,
we
Calhain
could
is our
sell
employer.
it or rent it off.
But Higgimus, what
We'll
makes you
figure
think
some-
that the Navy has first call?
I thought Calhain would have first call since he's the employer.
Yeah.
You guys think that?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna.
Well, possession is 9/10 of the law.
But we don't work in the same law.
In
So-
the end, the gnomes sort of agreed to cooperate with us. So we have probably quite a weighty voice in deciding what to do with them.
But they attacked a Brow Navy ship, right? Yes.
They
So
under orders and they didn't know what they were doing.
that's
That doesn't mean that the Navy is allowed to just take their ship.
All right, Sora Calhain just shakes her head at all of this and says, "That is not something that I will have. I will be able to do much about, but I will certainly keep them in mind for employment opportunities or to share their plight with other shipping concerns if once the
Thank
Brawlian
you.
administration has decided what to do with them. I
There
do
you
Yeah,
believe
while we
that
were
you
gone,
will
how...
do a reward.
that sounds great.
Okay.
And what happened to that guy that we helped arrest?
Arrest?
Oh,
We did arrest. Oh yeah, we did.
yes. Torlin has been jettisoned,
Yeah.
Ooh, nasty.
and I believe his house and possessions have been reacquired by the crown.
Right.
Uh,
Wonder if
go
if
ahead.
we get a reward from the authorities. We'll have to take that with him.
Yeah, I can't answer that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's one point.
I
There's one
think
point
just
you-
getting rid of him is hard enough.
Hello, there's one point you might be interested in, and that is the gnomes don't actually work for money. They work to be able to run their ship. So if you just give them enough that they are able and capable of running their ship and maintaining it.
They were promised
I have-
payment. They told you that they were promised payment, and it hadn't come through.
Okay.
Oh,
They were promised payment, but hadn't actually been paid yet. So
But still, they said they don't want to make a profit. They want to keep on running their ship.
well, yeah, but they still need to eat and make money
Yeah,
and stuff
but,
like that.
Yeah,
I
everyone
didn't
needs
say
money.
that. I
When
didn't
we
say
left, I
that.
assume we took the gnome rides with us, right?
I'm sorry.
Took the gnome wives with us.
Yes, they were on the they were on the thresher. Okay. Calhain moves over to a large iron safe in the corner of her office, and
Lafdul pays much attention to this.
yeah, she seems rather skilled at
So is Lafdul.
keeping eyes off of it. All right. Let me see. Go ahead and what should this be? What would work for this?
Lafdul, can you elongate your neck?
How exactly are you going to try and pay attention?
Lafdul's probably scoped out every shiny object in the room so that he can look for reflections.
Yes, that somehow come to mind. Now I've got a mirror and stuff, so I might be trying to
Pretend like you're grooming yourself.
Oh yeah, totally. Sure, that's the best I come up with.
All
Sleight
right.
of hand.
Unfortunately, you're not able to see her access the combination. It pops open, and she pulls out a simple coffer and hands it over to you, and says, "Inside, you will find 3,000 gold pieces worth of platinum, and in addition, there's an extra 2,000 for bringing back some of my ship's cargo."
Thank you.
Thank you. That was all in platinum, right?
Yeah, but I mean, well, okay. Yeah, so it's 1,000 platinum pieces.
We obviously didn't go through all your cargo because it's all sealed up, but I hope it's all in good condition.
Yes, we'll take a look at it, and we'll also be able to scrap the remains, and just bringing back some of it will lessen the losses that we had.
If you do have your people go out to the other part, we stayed quite clear of that because we noticed there were some space barnacles on it.
Oh, that is very good to know. I assume that you've
So-
also handed over a basic star chart showing where the wreckage was.
Yep.
Yeah,
we
or
did.
mark it off.
Yeah, all right.
So, yeah, if you go out there, you'll want to take some archers or something, and then they can shoot any critters from a distance.
Oh, I do appreciate knowing about that. We will take the proper precautions. I will have to discuss it when my remaining ship returns. But thank you very much. Her secretary shows you out.
Wait. We asked her to spread the word that we did a good job and we can be relied upon.
Oh, you have no need to ask me of that. I will certainly do that.
Okay.
Tip my hat and leave.
Okay.
What hat? You have no hat.
I do have a hat. I have a captain's hat.
You do?
Yeah, he has
Yes,
a
I do.
He bought a captain's hat. It's great.
Thank you very
Proper
much. If you ever need our services again, please do not hesitate to contact us.
I will certainly do so. Okay, so you now are out on the street in front of her offices. What do you guys want to do next?
We should
Should
go
we?
to the magistrate or to, what was it?
Yeah.
The police.
Underwear.
Yeah, let's see if our contact in the watch has been able to get us back that stuff we helped seized.
Once they get back,
Oh, you mean like the bag of holding?
Yeah,
I'll see if there's any claimants for it. Or if they're
the
gonna...
the evidence.
All right, so you're going to head to the low magistrate.
Yeah.
You arrive there, and it's been now, a good hour at least since you've arrived back at Brawl, and you're recognized now. Alex is actually there, and he greets you and says, "We've had word that General Moore's Dairbod wants to talk to you. He's head of the Brawlian military."
Thank you.
Excellent.
All right then.
It'd be our pleasure.
What was his name again?
Will it?
Moore's Dairbod.
Braxon.
What would
will
I
What does
call?
Braxon know about him?
Braxon knows that he's never met him.
He's the head of the military of Brawl, the Army and the Navy. So
Field
this is a pretty prestigious meeting. This is I mean, you're
Right, so Braxton's
we-
going to try and tidy himself up as much as he can.
he
Same with
he
the
reports directly to the
Prince.
prince. So
Real quick, how would I address him?
General. Sir. General and sir.
Got it.
You guys I mean, you guys could like change into nicer clothes if you wanted or something like that.
My nicest clothes are my armor.
Fair
So
enough.
Lewa is thinking of getting her hair done and makeup, etc., etc. The lot. How much would that cost?
A fair bit and probably take too much time.
Good.
I mean, not all of you have
we
to go
probably-
meet him if you don't want to.
Well, we
Braxon's
will.
definitely going to meet him, and he's
I
going to
will,
make
out of
himself
curiosity.
I
make
want to
himself
meet
as
him.
smart as he can.
Lewa wants to meet him.
I guess put my dress uniform on.
Okay.
I'm gonna
We'll
meet
put
him.
some good
I'm
clothes
just gonna
on
give him
and-
my normal armor equipment because that's the nicest clothes I own.
A fresh tabard of helm.
Tier.
Tier,
Sorry.
I just show up in my armor because I don't have anything better. I'm a paladin. You expect me to keep? Do you expect me to own fancy clothes?
There's fancy clothes.
Well, Lewa is going to rent some clothes. How much would that cost?
You could rent something reasonably nice for about 20 gold.
All right. Wait, do I have the money? Yes, I do.
Reasonably nice. Let's say that's very nice.
Well, no, I mean, very nice. You're talking about, imported silks from Shaolong, and
Xiaolong is a place.
Well,
yeah, Shaolong
actually-
is on tour.
Forgotten Realms.
Actually, the guy, Lewa is thinking of going and talking to the guy whose cloth we recovered to see whether she can get some clothes for rental for. I mean, it's just an hour.
He's a cloth merchant, not a clothes merchant.
Almost
Probably
the
point
same.
you.
Almost the same.
Yes, you could go wearing a bolt of cloth. Yeah. Just wrap yourself in that.
Just wrap yourself in
Toga.
Well, it's a
Yeah, thank
sari. A sari needs about 3.
You might get the wrong idea.
Huh?
You might get the wrong idea if you went like that.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's just go.
Braxon's just going to tidy himself up a bit.
Yeah, so Lafdul.
Same. Wash your face and hands, and that's what's
Yeah.
really
Scrub up.
about it.
All right, Alex gives you basically it's a badge of some sort, and tells you to report to the palace compound, the gates, and inform them that you've been requested to visit the general.
Okay,
All right.
And they'll let you in.
off we go then.
All right, so you head up to the High City, and I'm just checking to see exactly what the name of that. Oh, it's just called the Gatehouse, of course. Why wouldn't it be called anything other than the Gatehouse, right?
You expect people to be creative.
I do. All right, so you find yourself up here. Let's see if I got this right. Yep, at the Gatehouse, and
Do you like the sound effects? That's Braxon knocking on the door.
Wouldn't it be like a metal?
yeah,
Great.
no, that's not a door, and that's not a knock. You wouldn't knock on the Gatehouse. There
You
are
had caught us long before we got there.
there are guards
They
outside
intercept
who stop you, and one of them says, "All right, what are you here for?"
Greetings.
Yeah. We're the company of the Broken Sword. We're to be expected from the general. Show him the badge.
He takes it from you and says, "Oh, yeah, you brought that metal ship in. We heard about that. Hold on a moment. Let me get a page. He heads through a small door in the large gate, and you hear some talking, and then a young man comes out and says, I'll take you to the general right now. Just follow me."
Thank you.
He leads you.
And off we go.
He leads you over to this building complex right there, and inside, and brings you to a.
I missed it.
I'm sorry.
I missed where you pinged.
That building right there.
Okay.
He leads you inside and takes you to a rather a large office that is kind of a mixture of opulence and severity. There's nice furniture, but also shields and banners and weapons lining the wall from a variety of different races and creatures. Behind the desk is an older man, you'd guess in his mid-50s. He's got a beard that's clearly graying. And he stands as you enter and says, "Ah, so you're the ones who brought in that metal ship, the, looks like a Scavver."
That's
Yes,
us.
General.
This is
The
the general.
That's
Yes, this
us.
is
We're the
General.
company of the Broken Sword.
Yep. I salute him.
He salutes you
Braxton.
back,
Yep.
Braxon to salute him as well.
and he holds out his hand to shake yours, Higgimus. Recognizing you as, he sees you as the, commanding officer.
And as crud. What's Braxton's position?
I believe you
First
made him the
officer.
first
Yeah.
mate.
As the first officer said, we are the company of the Broken Sword. It's good to meet you, General Sir.
Leva breaks into laughter quietly.
Lafdul elbows Leva.
He gives the pair of you an eye and turns back to Higgimus and says, "I've already gotten the report from the navigator. Yeah, it looks like you did good work there bringing that ship in for us."
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We did a quick search for the House Collane ship, but we weren't sure where your ship might have been. So, if there's anyone out there, they might want to try and search for it, just in case I can find some survivors.
Oh, I think it's much too long gone for that, but we'll certainly be on the lookout for our lost ship. Now, I've spoken with the Prince about your exploits. He is rather impressed with your work. The Thresher will be a fine replacement for the Paper Wasp. He has authorized me to give you a reward for your efforts.
Trophy, that's what it's called, a trophy. Trophy award.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
He pulls out a sheet of parchment and hands it to you. This is... let's see, what exactly did I call it?
The Briss of Value. It's on nomination, I guess.
Leva digs her elbows into Braxon's middle and whispers to him, "That doesn't mean they automatically get the ship."
They're the Brown Navy. They can do what they want.
Yeah, we can't really object to it.
It sunk several ships under their protection, including their own ship.
So they get to decide what happens to it.
He hands the sheet of parchment over to you, Higgimus, and you see that on it is written out that that can be traded in with any arcane merchant for 10,000 gold pieces worth of goods, products, services, anything.
10,000?
10,000.
Oh,
You are really quiet, James.
sorry.
That's okay. It's just like you keep moving away from your microphone or something like that.
Just to let you guys remember, it was a lot of things out there costed still around that amount of gold to freaking buy. I think it was actually.
Yeah, stuff's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
He says, we have a deal with the Arcane. This voucher is good for 10,000 gold pieces worth of whatever products they are offering. You can use it with any Arcane merchant. We have quite the relationship with them. Anywhere you go, it'll be good for that amount. And you have the thanks of the crown for your work in disposing of the villains behind this.
Please tell me I get a medal.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
No, no.
Thank you, General Sir.
We've also been heard from the magistrate that your work earlier on getting evidence on House Torlane for his part in all this was invaluable. If you should return to the low magistrate, they will have some items for you. I believe they were taken from Torlane himself. Just hand them this letter. He hands you a sealed scroll stamped with his insignia.
Hello.
What?
I switched over to my phone because my computer suddenly disconnected from the internet, and I'm having trouble getting back connected.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we can hear you.
All right, so he hands you over that that letter.
Thank you, General Sir.
Yes, we very much appreciate your efforts here, and I have also conveyed my appreciation to the Giff Command for the work that you have done, Sir Higgimus. Corporal
Thank you
Higgimus.
very much, General Sir. It is the pleasure of our company here to have helped secure Brow.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We very much appreciate your work. The page will see you out, and thank you once again.
Thank you very
sir.
much, sir.
Salute and turn heel and head out the door.
Okay.
Yep, I'll follow.
All right. I would assume that all of you are following. Otherwise, there would be some rather angry people taking you out.
No, we'll all leave. Braxon will have a look at some of the trophies and things on the wall in a not too starey way, but sort of interested way.
Okay. All right. You are guided outside of the gate and left, before the palace compound.
So back to the low magistrate then.
Okay.
Yep.
Braxon will thank the watch guys on the gate.
They nod
Before
kind
we
of
leave.
absent-mindedly at you.
I'll salute them, and then I'll say to the rest of us, good job, company. This is quite a good run of it.
Let's get back to the magistrate, and then we should check out the that underwriter, see if we can get any money reward from them. See if
Will
they've
we?
recovered any money.
Don't know because the guy got killed, so maybe they can petition the crown for some of the money back, but that's probably about it.
Yeah,
You never know. We could possibly make something out of that.
yeah,
Hmm. But I suggest we go to the low magistrate first.
yeah. No, we
and
should
then
definitely
use
do that.
and then maybe spend this coupon we got.
Okay. You return to the low magistrate, and Alx takes your letter from the general. He reads it over and says, "Oh yes, some of the items that were repossessed from Torlin have been set aside as reward for your efforts here.
Which items?
Just come with me, and I'll I'll get them for you. He takes you into a kind of a strong room, and
Lafdul's paying attention.
he uses a key to get in.
Lafdul stares at the key.
Okay, it's a key.
Lafdul still stares at the key.
It's a key. It is. It is a key. You have never
would
seen
think
a
that
key
Lafdul stares at the
so
key.
key-like
So he
as
recognizes it.
this key. It is maybe the pinnacle of keys. Lafdul.
I think Lafdul's trying to remember the shape of the key.
Oh, he is too enamored by the overall feeling of keyness coming off of this key.
Key.
No, it's not a bat. All right. Alx pulls down a rather large crate that's padlocked with another key. He opens it up and pulls out a small pouch and a golden statue of a satyr, and another pouch that has 4 vials inside of it. And he hands them over and says, these items were taken from Torlin, and they've been set aside to serve as a reward. So
All right.
the pouch has 6 gems inside, and there's 4 vials in the other. They haven't. He doesn't like expand upon exactly what they are. That's up to you guys to figure out.
Okay.
Right.
And then he locks everything back up and takes you out.
Leads us out. Well, thank you.
Yes, we at the Low Magistrate very much appreciate your services on bringing in Torlin. I greatly appreciate it, and look forward to working with you. Find people again.
The company of the Broken Sword appreciate the Low Magistrate having our back in this matter.
He nods and heads back inside, leaving you on the street.
So, to
Dumped.
what let's want to check out the magic shops next.
I believe the underwriter was somebody people wanted to talk to, right?
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
You don't all have to come.
No.
Yeah, you don't all have to come. If you want to go to the... You might as well.
Okay. You head to Galdaster of Brawl, underwriter of the Stars, and
Give him the evidence.
I'm sorry. You said
Give him
something.
the evidence that we pulled up.
I believe you guys already did, but
We
No.
found specific evidence that said specifically that he was the cause of the destruction of his own ship.
right.
There's
I
a
am
problem with
remembering
this.
that letter now. Yeah, you
In
found
that
that in
their
the
house
cave.
no longer exists, so the whole thing is moot, isn't it?
Well, you got to talk to him about it first.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they
All right,
might be...
Braxon, this is your thing, so I'll
Yeah.
let you talk to him.
Okay, well, you've got the documents. So you can show them.
Yes.
All right.
Right.
Galdaster, after greeting you and letting you sit down across from him, reads over the documents and says, aye, this definitely does confirm it. Unfortunately, with the house now being defunct, we have only been able to recover some of what we paid out. The Crown, confiscated much and did return some of his funds to us. I've been authorized to give you a reward of 500 gold pieces for your services, if that is satisfactory to you.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much, sir.
All right. He goes ahead and counts out 500 gold pieces and fills a pouch and hands it over to you.
Do they have any assets you need a hand recovering?
They already got it all back. Remember?
Not at this time, but we will certainly keep you in mind if we need any services of that nature.
So I think one of their people escaped from us.
Oh, well, I don't know. That's not for us to deal with right now. I don't think, unless they ask for our help.
And that's, not something that Gul'dast or Brawl would have any interest in. They don't. That's something for the magistrate to deal with.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. It's been a
Hang
pleasure
on.
working with you.
Because this is a silly thing, because this is an underwriter and obviously people get their stuff insured. Have we got our ship insured?
I don't think we do.
I don't know if there's something we needed to do at some point, or
We could, but we're not really a merchant ship type thing right now, so we're not carrying our own valuable cargo all the time.
Yeah, and they would
Thing you get insured.
they would not really want to insure an adventuring party because you go into danger on purpose.
We're likely to get our
If
ship
we really
destroyed
wanted it, we
somehow.
would pay super high premiums.
Yeah.
Plus, there's the fact that if our ship's destroyed and we all die, there's no one left to collect the money.
It's a good point.
True.
we'll have the clone spell cast on us.
That's
Okay.
not until way off.
All right. So at this point, the question is whether you guys want to take some time to get new proficiencies, research spells, that sort of thing.
Go and look at
Uh,
the shops now, because we got that big ass coupon.
That's only good with the arcane, not.
Yeah,
Not
so
just
any magic. And I thought it was any shop that sells magic items.
No. The
Arcane.
arcane are the 12-foot tall blue-skinned giants who have the market cornered on helms and sell many ships.
Yeah, that would be if we wanted to trade in our ship for a bigger ship.
I think we should trade in our ship for a bigger ship.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be enough to buy a bigger ship.
Yeah.
10,000 gold pieces? Not likely.
If we use
Maybe a
10,000
bigger
gold
hell-
pieces
maybe
and
a
trade in our
better-
current ship, we could probably afford something that could at least get us through the Phlogiston.
Well,
What
we
was
got that
uh,
extra helm as well, so.
What was
Yeah.
that you said, Yeldin?
I was saying like the most we could probably get is maybe a major helm, but I think that's more than 10,000 still.
Well,
Yeah, I have
if
no
we've
idea what
got
prices are.
Way more.
if we've got 2 minor helms and a credit note, that'll go a little bit of the way towards it. But yeah, we might need some more money. But we can hang on to the credit note.
It'll help. It'll be a good down payment if we needed it.
Yeah, I should have
Is there
called
like
it
a
a letter of
price
credit.
listing somewhere, different ships that we could
How much
refer
would
to?
we get? Sorry.
Yes, Ockar, there is in the War Captain's Companion. Generally, for non-special ships, it's 1,000 per hull point or per tonnage. Special ships tend to be more expensive, though.
So, how much would it be to get us a decent enough ship to travel outside of our crystal sphere?
Well, let me put it this way. The Wasp, if I remember correctly, and I'm actually going to go double-check that right now, the list price for the Wasp, I believe, is 18,000. And that's just the Wasp.
And how much would we get back if we traded in?
Well, considering it's damaged, it would be less than half.
We can repair it first, obviously.
We repair it and then sell it along with using our coupon thing. Would we be able to get something that could get us through the Phlogiston?
Maybe. I mean, this ship will get you through the Phlogiston. It's just small, tightly, it's cramped, and everything like that.
Rather
So
weak
you're
in the grand scheme of things.
looking more at a relatively minor upgrade, if anything, right now.
Yeah.
Or we could do something like buy a portal locator.
Is there equivalent of a Brawlian bank? Because we don't want to be holding on to this if we're not going to use it.
I just want us to be able to explore other places without getting annihilated.
We all do.
You can, the Royal Exchequer can function as a bank.
The thing is basically that note is basically a banknote. It just can only be used for a certain purpose, so it doesn't really need to go to a bank.
Is there a
I
deadline
do-
on this coupon thing?
Not as far as you can tell.
So basically what
really-
we can do is I got a superior lock on my chest. Let me double check to make sure that's actually the right level.
We do some more work and we earn some
Yeah.
more money.
Superior lock. Could leave it in there.
We sell the porcupine for scrap.
Mm-hmm.
We do some other jobs like this if we can find them. And if we bump into hostile people on the way, if they attack us, we get
We
all
try
their
not
stuff.
to die.
We try not to die, and we have all their stuff.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right,
Really
but
people,
the big thing
Basically.
is right now. I mean, you got some items that you don't know if they're magical. You've got
Yep.
gems that
True.
you don't know anything about. You've got a couple boxes that you haven't opened yet.
What else does the Arcane
True.
sell other than ships and helms?
A whole wide variety of spell jamming equipment. They are one of the primary sources of portal locators, planet locators, stuff like that.
Yeah.
How much does that
Definitely gonna need that.
other stuff cost?
I can double check that.
Yeah, portal locators or planetary locators will be useful. Probably if we're starting off, if we stay close to Brow, we'd be more interested in learning navigation in the local area first, before we go wandering from sphere to sphere.
I have no idea what non-weapon proficiency I'm going to take when I level.
Well, I mean,
Only
like,
got mine.
the question right now is, I mean, because I'm not, I mean, I'm fine with like getting the next adventure started if that's what you guys want to do. But if you want to take some time to figure out stuff that you have, I'd like to get that taken care of, because otherwise stuff just builds up and you have no idea what it does or what
We
it's
should
worth.
do.
Yeah.
There's
I
also
did
the
know-
fact.
I did
There's
take
also-
spells
Go ahead,
that
sorry.
we were talking about, so I could detect magic, I could figure it out, I could read the scrolls if we have, and stuff like that, and we can rest again to get if it's not all done in.
If we're gonna spend any amount of downtime, we should split up the gold pool then.
Yeah. There's also the fact if we got this big credit note that we need to buy off Ockar's god with a percentage of the value of that.
Do we?
Do we?
We
Do
can't
we?
buy off the god. Thought it was favors.
No,
I mean,
he's
I
got
thought
he's got
I thought it's
he's
more.
got a tithe. He's got a tithe. So
Yeah, I got a tithe I had to pay with my
We've-
cut.
we've got to work out the value of the tithe, and we'll have to pay that off.
We don't. He does.
Mhm.
He does, yeah, but then it's bad mojo for us. If he doesn't pay off his tithe, it's bad mojo. You don't want a paladin who's got an angry god hanging around.
The
Yes,
the
but-
letter.
wait,
Okay,
wait.
hold on. The letter of credit right now can't technically be split up.
Yeah.
So I am perfectly fine not counting that towards the split up treasure.
Right
meaning
now.
that it's not counted towards what Ockar needs to tithe right now.
From the
Alright.
sounds of it, we can only
How much-
use it for ship stuff, so it's basically locked in part of the company fund.
Okay, what
How
I
much gold do we
do.
have in total?